Have you ever tried to do something you thought you would never ever do because you don't believe in it? It's against who you are. You just simply think you don't have to because you are in your right not to do it. In this video, I will share with you a story, what happened recently, and it changed my life. And I believe that if you do something which you never thought you would ever do because you didn't believe in it, and you want to change your life, to challenge yourself, and I will give you an example, what really changed me in the last couple of months. I would never say something or do something if I think I'm in my right. I believe in justice, and I always come up for people who cannot stand up for themselves, and I will always open my mouth. I fight more for others than for myself, for example. And it happened that my family came over last month, and I remember, because I haven't seen them for a long time, and I remember that I have this fight with my uncle. And my uncle did something which I really didn't like. He wasn't rude to me, but he was back then rude to my ex. And he did that most of the time to family members, etc. But everybody actually laughed it off. But this time he did that to my back then boyfriend. And I started to boil from inside. And we got into this fight because I obviously said something. And I remember the day, it was my wedding day. I was in my white, beautiful dress. And I just entered the hall. We just got married, me and my ex-husband now. And my mom was pulling me aside and saying, you have to say hello to your uncle. And then I saw my uncle and my aunt, and they had this tense energy. So me being there, I just thought I had to get over with this. So I said, hey, thank you for coming, and I'm happy to see you. And my uncle was mad. He was saying, why you don't like me? I actually don't want to be here, but I'm pushed to be here. And I don't understand. I always took you everywhere when you were younger with your cousins. I was just like overwhelmed and shocked with all this madness of him. And I think the emotions got over me back then, and I couldn't really manage my feelings, so I was pissed. And I said, if you don't want to be here, then just leave. And he just left. Anyway, 15 years later, last month they visited Bali, and I'm living in Bali. I left my hometown and I haven't seen my family much. And I realized that spending time with your loved ones becomes more important. And seeing my uncle and auntie and their children, and then their children, playing with my son, who's now 2 years old, it is something precious, especially when you're living abroad. And it touched me. So we've been polite to each other, but you felt we were very uncomfortable. And I realized that if I want to see them more, I have to make this right. So the second day, I was telling myself, today has to be the day that I will tell him. And I felt so nervous. It's been 15 years. And I don't know how he will react. So I said, Uncle Peter. And he looked up to me. I said, yes. And I said, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. This silence, it felt like it was so long. I just saw the beach behind the sunset, and I was just waiting for him to say something. And then he said, it's okay. It's been such a long time ago. Let's forget about it. Let's not talk about it anymore. The relief, what came out of my body, like, I can't tell you what it did to me. And I believe now in this instant why grudges, feeling bitter, feeling angry, feeling this sadness not to get over something is like a blockage in your body which can turn into disease. Because I felt something dissolving. It just went out of my whole being. And I appreciated that. I appreciated the way things has changed for the better. But the most beautiful thing was that I saw his son, my nephew, looking at us and making this heart sign to me and to my uncle. And then I realized that it was not only for us to make peace, it was for everybody around us as well. After that day, we made so much more beautiful memories. The family became whole again. And there was no uncomfortableness or awkwardness. There was some unity and the peace. What made it all worth it. So yes, why I'm telling you this is that think maybe a name comes up hearing this story that you feel like, wow, I'm actually missing that person. Even though I did not do something wrong. But just to call that person up and just to say, sorry that it went this way. Or how can I see you again? How can we talk again? Because it matters to have these loved ones in your life and to get over your ego. And it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. It just matters what you will get after that. And if you want to change, you do what you fear the most or what you judge the most as what is not you. Only then big changes happen. I hope you love these life lessons I've learned, and let me know what you fear the most or what you judge the most as what is so far from you that you would love to give a chance because you want to make that change in your life. I hope you like this video, so please like and subscribe or watch my other videos. I wait for your comments to read what that change is going to be. Thank you so much for watching. See you